Hello and welcome everybody. This is hashtag IAmACreator Live with your host James Cox with the hashtag IAmACreator community. I hope that you are all well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so grateful that you're spending your time to be here on this live stream to listen to our guest, Miss Kathy, from Miss Kathy and Jessie. I think it used to be Miss Kathy Reads.
Yes, that was my original name.
All right, so the YouTube channel used to be Miss Kathy Reads. A lot of you will probably that have been, following her or me or, been part of the groups that me and Miss Kathy are in. That's what the channel used to be. And now it's Miss Kathy and Jessie. And me and Miss Kathy have had kind of like an interview prior before, but that was like some months back. And so we wanted to revisit this to have a talk about, and I don't think we really got much into in that discussion where Miss Kathy grew up, what she's done in her life, a little bit about her family, things like that. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and then move on to talking about her YouTube channel and also about hashtag IAmACreator and the way that this community is evolving. So Miss Kathy, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good, good. See, you've got your hashtag IAmACreator t-shirt on.
There you go. I love it.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, family life, and what you do as a job, and a little bit about your family so people can get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah. Small town girl, live in central St. Louis area. And I'm one of 6 siblings. My parents are my mom's one of 12. My dad's one of 10. My husband's one of 5. So I've got a big family. And I have 4 children myself. I'm not much of a traveler. I'm pretty much a home girl. Stay home a lot and just get involved in my small community. And I started out working in a business for Ralston Purina Company, a pet food company. I was a marketing rep. Once I had my second child, I decided I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Once I had my third boy, I got antsy. So I went back and started teaching. And I taught in special needs children for about 3 years, and then decided to open up my own business and have a preschool business. So I wanted to get kids ready for kindergarten more than just be a babysitter. So I really had a dream to have a true curriculum, a true learning business where kids could come, and I taught 24 children. So I would teach a class of 8 children twice a day for 5 days a week. So I had a morning preschool, an afternoon preschool. I had 4 and 5-year-olds come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would have 3-year-olds come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I did that for 15 years, and I loved it. I just retired last year, and now I just substitute teach when I want to. Really enjoying the retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you and I were born the same year, right? 68.
Yeah. Yeah, I turned 50 in March.
When you announced that, I'm like, wow, she's the same age as me. She was born the same year. A good year, 68.
Yeah.
A good, very good year. And I'm like, wow. So, you and I have something, common there. And when you said that, like, I can't believe she's 50. No way. Because, like, they're saying these days what is it? The new 50 is the new 40 or something. So people aren't looking as old as, what they look now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but a lot of people tell me it's you're not that old. Don't, and I've met some people, because I meet people every day in my job. And when they tell me how old they are, I met this guy and he looked about 45 and he told me he was 80. I'm like, you're not 80. And he pulled his driver's license out and I'm like, wow. And this guy was like, you know, could walk around, no, you know, no problems bending down, picking stuff up or anything like that, you know, just like a 40-year-old.
Yeah,
And
well, I hope I stay young. I was on a trolley bus all day visiting wineries with my 78-year-old mother and 6 of her sisters, and they were dancing in the trolley ride on the way home. So,
well, that's good. I think a lot of this has to do with your mental state of being happy and getting fun out of life. And of course, obviously, diet plays a big factor into it, what you put in your body.
yeah.
And
Being in the sun too long, smoking, depending on what you're eating. Yeah, it all pays. I've got some friends that are 30 that look 60.
Yeah. Being sedentary, you know, instead of getting up, moving around and doing a little bit, you know. I think if you're not doing something, if you're not active, definitely with me, you know, when I when I said do the thoughts and I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get up and do something now, because like for 8 hours, you know,
Yeah, that's rough.
Sitting there, that's a long time to be sitting. But anyway, back to you. So, all right, so you've been a school teacher. You're still doing a little bit of temporary teaching. And when did you come to YouTube? What made you want to come to YouTube?
Yeah, in 2010. So I've had this channel since 2010. I was reading to my kids and they wanted me to continue reading. So I started recording myself reading to my class. And I would send them home with the parents, and they just really took off. And that's when I monetized, I believe, in 2012. So I had my channel up for a couple of years. I've not done any networking until this year. However, I didn't, I mean, I had a bank account set up and I would get a paycheck every so often. It went into a savings account. So I didn't really play with it. I didn't consider it a business. It was just something that I feel God blessed me with, that I did what I was enjoying, and it served a good purpose. I still want this channel to serve a purpose. It's a hobby with a purpose.
Yeah, and that is a good thing, because like if you're reading books or you're doing certain things that kids enjoy doing, it can be fun, it can be educational. And I think the best thing about education is making it fun, because it keeps the interest of people. When it becomes drab and boring, nobody's listening to what you've got to say or what you're saying to them. So if it is interesting and you know, people are laughing at the way you're saying stuff and doing stuff, then you're keeping their attention, and I think that information sinks in.
Yeah, I truly believe in using your gifts that you've been given, and I feel like this is a gift I have to animate and bring stories alive. I try to pick stories that really pull through for a message, to uplift children, to encourage children, and I really enjoy it. This year, the beginning of this year, I started having some surgeries and quit working, sitting at home, learned about the apocalypse. And that's when I really started getting involved in YouTube. So before it was just, I never really kept up to date. I never even saw comments under videos. I had a Gmail email where everything went. I didn't ever use my Gmail. You know, so this year when I started learning that there's a demonetization happening, I maybe considered that I would be demonetized. Someone found a very small YouTube channel that I had, and it's grown since then too, where I just vlogged and did a diary for my own kids. I would put home movies up and used it for self-therapy. I always said that I should be paying YouTube because therapy is so good for me, but I'm not going to pay somebody, and it's too hard to go out of your house once a week and talk with somebody. So I always felt like I should be paying YouTube.
Right.
It was very therapeutic for me. So someone found me on YouTube earlier this year on that channel, and I started learning more about what YouTube is as a business and what you need to do to have your channel monetized. And that's when I thought, okay, I need to probably figure this out and get involved. And then found the Facebook groups and the IAmACreator community and started really getting involved. But then I started meeting friends, and I've been really having a lot of fun with it. Learning how to network, though. Live streams are really great for networking, connecting with other channels. And my daughter started having fun with YouTube earlier this spring. Well, she's always been a watcher. So I started learning what people were doing. I started being interested, like, why am I not getting any views? I've already got the subscribers I need. I've already got the monetization. And I started learning about the watch hours. So I wanted to make sure my watch hours were okay, and they were. But I didn't want everyone who found me on my little channel, I wanted them to come find this channel. So I've been networking ever since. It's been interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely been a interesting journey for me too. I try to keep the focus on you, but we have to go and let people understand how you and I, met. And that was through basically when the adpocalypse came about back in January. So it was a bad thing, but I truly believe that something good and constructive has come from it, because now we have all these people, right? These awesome people. And you're one of them, Miss Kathy. Angel Domingue, Hazel Ure, Remy Moore. And we're finding more and more people. Every single person in the chat right now, they're all awesome people. They're all here. I regard everybody that tunes in as a friend. And, and I want to talk to them. I want to find out more about them. But going back, I think it was like end of January, the beginning of February, that's when you and I met. Mm-hmm. And, and the whole IAmACreator community started to evolve, and I was pushing market in it and stuff like that. And that's how me and Miss Kathy met. And I remember some of the live streams that you were doing where you were playing games, and you had Jessie and some of her friends. And
yeah, I need to bring her down here soon and have you guys meet Jessie.
Yeah. And I remember one particular one, she's like, I want to have the laptop. And like you wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let her have it, because I guess you're having a bit of a fear moment of it, like slipping off her lap and breaking or something like that. I don't know what it was, but
no, it was I don't want her seeing the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my daughter is 10, and yeah. I totally want to encourage her talent, her gift. She loves to entertain, but I just, as a mom, I don't think she needs to be involved in commenting or chats. So I keep her from that.
Right. So I guess then when people leave comments on your video, you basically scrutinize them all before you allow them onto your YouTube video, because,
No, not really. Jessie just doesn't have access to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Unless I allow her to watch it. She doesn't.
Right.
She never sees any comments from our videos. She doesn't really care about them either.
Okay. I just wondered if she was, managed to like sneak and get them, because I've seen some videos of her where she's got your phone and she's made videos. So she may, sneak on there and have a look. But I just wondered.
She's not interested. She is not interested at all.
Right. And I remember that part, because like, I was saying in the chat, let her have the laptop. It's a laptop. You're supposed to have it on your lap.
She got a big kick out of you. She really liked doing the games and the Pictionary, and I did too. Life just happened for us. We are not always on YouTube, and
Yeah,
I did that for networking purposes. I did that so that I could start getting people to, view our channel and get to know us. And it just got too hard for us to do with life. So we stopped doing that. And Jessie now, she hasn't been on a video in quite some time because school started in August, and she's very active with the community and school and sports. So she's not on much. She's done a few books. She'll animate with me at night. We'll do voiceovers together. She enjoys that because it takes 5 minutes of her time. I'll say, here, say these lines, and she'll say them, and I do, I record them. And then I can edit without her. As long as I get her lines on the voice, That's all she needs to do. And then she goes off and plays. I need to probably bring her down here because she probably she won't be too interested for a while. I'm in my basement right now and she's in her room. So I told her I would text her on her iPad because I didn't want to scream from 2 levels.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a stream where you were streaming, and I think didn't you have to get up because there was a lot of noise going on or something?
Probably. I have a very loud house.
And that's the beauty about live streaming, because like, you know, when you make a video and stuff goes on and you have to retake that shot, that stuff gets edited out. So the thing about live stream is it's raw.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, anything can happen and people get to see it.
Yeah. And honestly, I like that. I just recently started, when I would live stream, I started coming down here in the studio where this is where I record my books. This is where I would do an intro or an outro to a book. But I'm just in a little corner in the bottom of my basement here. I enjoy when I vlog or when I do stories with Jessie, we enjoy showing our rawness. We love showing where we live and what we do. And that's important to me. But for this purpose, you know, I did tell her that this is promoting your channel. This is promoting who you are. You need to come down here for a few minutes. I hear her footsteps. She's on her way now. Awesome.
Awesome. So, yeah, I remember, you know, a couple of incidents when I came in the chat and like, and she, because like I was saying, give her the laptop, she started saying, yeah, James Cox got that right first. James Cox got that right first. And like,
she's definitely here. She is. Say hello to James. She enjoys chatting with him.
Hey, Jessie, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Good.
James is having a memory of our fun Pictionary nights when you were letting him cheat.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
That was funny. That was funny. And some of your videos too. Where there was one where did she grab your phone and she was going in the refrigerator or something? I can remember.
Oh yeah, I let her vlog. I was out mowing one day and she wanted to vlog, so I gave her my phone on the trampoline. And when I came in and found all of the videos she had made, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
She's got a great personality. She's pretty shy, but you would never know it. So right now this is kind of awkward for her because it's true time. But she's a ham when it's just her and the camera.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. And it's good. I think that all children should be encouraged to, you know, pick up a cell phone and record themselves and do things with it. I think that confidence, self-confidence is a must in this world, because there are people out there that will try their hardest to knock you down. And I think that if your confidence level is at the right point and above that, there's no chance of that happening. And I truly believe that children that grow up, that become successful, is because their parents have been fully behind them in everything that they've done. And that they've, like when a kid said, you know, let's say, you know, it's somebody playing soccer or something like that. So, you know, this game really wasn't that good today. I could have scored a goal and this, that, and the other. When the parent says to them, well, listen, you know, you played well. You don't always win, but next time maybe you'll score 2 or 3 goals. So just think about that and just concentrate on doing that next time. And they lift the spirit of the child. And instead of saying, yeah, you weren't very good today, you know, and agreeing with them, I think that is a bad thing. Yeah. I don't think that, you know, that may cause the child to start thinking, and maybe I don't do too good at soccer, and you know, I'm going to quit. But realistically, they love playing soccer. They love being on the field, you know, playing with their friends.
Yeah. And
they don't want to give it up, but they just feel a little bit in their own confidence that I should quit because I'm no good at it. Yeah. And that's a shame. That's a shame that if somebody has a passion for something that they really love doing, that they quit it because they're not happy in themselves about it. And they have to bring that happiness out themselves. You can only encourage it and make them explain that your happiness comes from within. Your happiness comes from within. And it took me 44 years to realize this. And my mother always said, huh?
I don't know.
What?
I always tell you when you want to do something, I say just make sure you're having fun doing it.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what is? It's interesting to watch Jessie now, and I'm gonna be a little parent right now. So, this is something that Jessie's not used to. This FaceTiming. If you were sitting right next to us in this room, she would communicate with you and talk with you. But because you're just on camera and you can't see what's going on below, she wants to play with her glue and her markers. And this laptop right now is sitting on a craft table where she does her creative memories crafting. So she's not paying attention. But if this was your teacher or another grown-up sitting with you in the room, you wouldn't be fiddling with all this stuff. So I'm here telling her, pay attention, you know. I'm elbowing her and she's like, I am.
I think what it is, hold on a second here. Hold on. So I've noticed that Jessie's got a tie-dye t-shirt on. Why? Is that like a James Cox moment?
See, that's not funny to her because she has no idea you wear tie-dye t-shirts. I'm telling you, she has nothing to do with our little community or anything YouTube that we know. Jessie it's all over her head. But tell them why you're wearing a tie-dye t-shirt.
This is a church camp shirt that I went to, and I got to tie-dye it myself.
Oh, you did a great job. What an awesome job. I love tie-dyes. Your mom will tell you.
I made this other one that I went to this year, and it's a bullseye, and it has red and then green, and then it comes all blue at the end.
That's great. And you know, that's creative too. You know, taking something and
tie-dye.
I think I've done 4.
Really? Have you made any videos tie-dyeing?
No, I've done 6.
She asked you a question.
No.
Can you do me a favor? I don't know if it's okay with your mom. Can you make a video? Because I've got a lot of shirts. I've got a lot of shirts that I need to tie-dye, and I have no idea how to tie-dye. I've not even bought the kits yet.
Really?
So, yeah, I've not even bought the tie-dye kits. I've got white T-shirts. I've got awesome sauce, and put your fingers in your ears. I don't know if your mom wants.
I know how to do.
Okay.
I know how to do the swirl one, where it's like swirled with different colors, and the bullseye, which I just said, the red, green, and then blue.
Well, I would love to see a tie-dye video from you and your mom, where you go and get the tie-dye kit, so you know people know where to get it from. I know they sell them in Walmart. I've looked at them, but like I have no idea. I was gonna look on YouTube.
It's pretty easy.
It is. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see a video if that's possible from you guys.
You want to make another video? When's the last time we made a video together?
Well, we did the books.
Well, no, I mean with me videoing you and all the editing. Tell everybody that's listening in the chat what it's like for you to do a video with me.
Sometimes aggravating because you're kind of annoying.
Yeah. What annoys you?
Whenever you tell me like what
Just
to
speak
say,
up a little loud so they can
whenever
hear you.
you tell me what to say, because I already know what I'm going to say, and then you're like, say this, say that.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah,
my husband will be in the background. He'll go, just let her be her. And I'm like, she's acting a little too silly. She needs to slow down her speech and repeat it. Like, let's do another retake. And she can't handle the retakes or the bloopers or, yeah, that kind of started aggravating you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a professional. I told her, I'm like, you know, if we're going to take this seriously, we need to do
You're
it
not a
right.
professional. You're a perfectionist.
I'm a perfectionist. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
But you have to learn by your mistakes, right? So what if it was me? I would allow her to be how she is, and then say, okay, so we're going to do it your way, Jessie, and we're going to watch what you say, and we're going to see, you know, what happens in the comment section and the likes and shares and stuff like that. And then we're going to sit, we're going to watch it, you know, after that. And we're going to see, you know, if we can learn anything from it. I mean, if we are truly educated educating people, I think that I never liked school because I felt that stuff was being pushed, you know, into my mind by somebody instead of me being able to go and find out this information for myself. I think true education comes from you going and finding stuff and looking at, you know, because, you know, there's three sides to the truth, right? There's side A, there's side B, and then there's the truth. And you can work that out for yourself, what you see by what you've read or what you've been told and stuff like that. You can see which, you know, you can work it out for yourself. And so this whole model of education that we're on, I think that it's great to have somebody there just in case somebody doesn't understand something on how to work something out, or, you know, a word's been, you know, spelled incorrectly and things like that. But I think that the best way, the best form of education is the discovery from the person themselves that's trying to be educated. I mean, information can be given and say, okay, well, go out there. You've got Wikipedia, you've got this, you've got that, you know, go out there and find this information and let's see what you come back with. I think that is a better way. And
that is true to more of a collegiate level. I think that the children still need to learn their basics and the grammar, and so I think she's at that age where she need, yeah, school might be boring for her, but it's still important for her to go and learn. And
that's why I hate Brain Pops, because they give you this quiz and then they show you a TV show. And
do you want to explain what Brain Pops are?
They're these videos that that they have quizzes on, and you have to watch them and answer the questions. So, and the bad thing is the questions aren't even in order on what happens. So you have to basically find them yourself. And my teacher only lets us watch the Brain Pop twice, and then she grades our papers.
right.
And I don't think it's fair.
What don't you fair?
Like, I think we should be able to watch it twice, so we get to read the questions and like watch the Brain Pop and understand it and kind of, and then like try and answer the questions and stuff.
So your teacher doesn't let you watch it twice? She lets you watch it one time?
Yeah.
She should be really paying attention that first time then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We probably won't keep Jessie's attention much longer. Does anybody have any questions in the chat, or you for Jessie?
Does anybody have any questions in the chat for Jessie or Miss Kathy and Jessie? Let us know.
This is our volleyball day. Usually we are up early in the morning and don't get home until around 3. We're doing volleyball all day on Saturdays, but we had a bye this weekend, so it's raining here today, and it's a chilly day. It's just a chilly.
Well, I'm so happy that that happened, because you know, I got to get you guys on here and we're having a great time. Yeah.
We're gonna so video is gonna be a how to make a tie-dye shirt.
Mm-hmm. And I can do 2 ways.
So how do you think we would make that video? How would we do that? Oh, you're killing my legs too.
Yeah, she's
on a little stool together right now.
Yeah. How would you make?
How would we do the video? If you were in charge, how would you make this video?
I would, well, of course, do the intro of the video and like tell everyone that we're gonna be doing tie-dye and like make sure thumbs up and everything and stuff like that. And then I would tell them I would do one. So I would want to do the swirl first, just because it's fun. So I'd say how to do the swirl. And so you take your shirt from the middle or wherever you want the swirl to be, and you basically twist and swirl it up, and then you put rubber bands around it.
So would I be videoing your hands doing this?
Yeah.
While you're instructing people on what you're doing?
Yes. And then you put like, let me see, 3 rubber bands on it to make, I don't know how many sections, but I'll have to figure that out in the video. And then
I didn't mean for you to instruct on how to tie-dye. I meant on how we would video and edit the video.
Yeah, well, I'd do that. And then I'd move on to the bullseye one.
And then when we were done, what would you do?
Well, and then I also want to make one that's just like fun, like this one. Because this one, I kind of just made it into random sections and like squirted the things around it.
So what I'm saying is, how long does it take to make one tie-dye t-shirt? If you weren't videoing you doing it, how long would it take?
Probably like less than 5 minutes.
Okay, and then till you can wear it, how long does it take?
If you want the color to be bright, wait 24 hours. But if you just want it to be a little bit like lighter, then just wait 1 day or...
Okay, so when we video this and you do your intro and you make the tie-dye, which takes 5 minutes, then how do we show the video of you wearing the shirt in the same video?
I think we should do the swirl light and the bullseye a little bit darker.
But after you get done making it and we're videoing, then when do we finish the video? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Like the next day.
Okay, so you're willing to do this video where it's going to take 2 days of editing and filming? Mm-hmm. Okay, just want to make sure you knew that.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh,
see, this is the kind of conversation I have to have for her when she says, hey, let's make this video.
Yeah, some videos we have to understand they can't just be made and just put up straight away because there's other parts that come along with them and they can't happen straight away. They don't happen till later on. Like you're telling me that basically you get a t-shirt, and this is what I understood, and your instructions were very clear. You get a t-shirt, you twist it around, you put some rubber bands on it, and I guess then that's when the tie-dyeing process starts. And then after that, you have to wait for it to dry before you can wear it, right? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that could take 24 hours for the t-shirt to dry. And you said something about it depends how faded you want it, or
yeah, if you want it darker, then I'd wait longer, and lighter, you don't have to wait as long.
Okay.
And I have a wiggly tooth.
Oh, you do?
That was random.
I got it yesterday.
Is it going to fall out?
No, I just got it yesterday.
So it's not going to fall out. It's not a wiggly tooth that's going to fall out?
No.
It just got loose?
It got loose yesterday because my friend, she doesn't like chocolate, and she got a chocolate in her Lunchable. And so it was, you know those Crunch bars, those chocolate? And I ate that one right on my canine tooth.
Oh.
Bottom.
Does it hurt?
No.
Okay, well that's a good thing that it doesn't hurt, because nobody wants to be in pain with anything, do they?
And if I lose this one, then it'll be 9 teeth.
Cool. You've lost 9 already?
No, I've lost 8.
Okay, this will be your 9th one.
So it looks like we're going to be seeing a tie-dye t-shirt video coming off your YouTube channel. That's great.
Sure.
Give him a shout out and say why you're making the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great. I'll look forward to watching that and tweeting it out and commenting on it. That'll be great to see, because I have no idea how to make a tie-dye t-shirt, and I've got all these white t-shirts that I've been meaning to tie-dye for some time, and so I'll be watching your tie-dye t-shirt to find out where you got the stuff from, what the stuff looks like that you're tie-dyeing it with, to tie-dye mine, so then I can either sell them or give some away in some competitions on here.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, maybe you'll get a #AwesomeSauce t-shirt from me that's tie-dyed.
Yeah.
A small.
You guys are matching shirts.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Could you see the difference between mine and your mom's, though? Let's see if she can spot the difference.
Well, on yours, it looks more orange, and hers looks more red. And yours has a heart in a box, and hers has a triangle in a box.
You got it. That's the only difference. It's the same color shirt. It's just the lighting. It's the lighting and the video camera here. It's the same color. The shirt is exactly the same color. You know.
Has a heart, and hers has a YouTube sign.
That's the difference. Well spotted. Well
She
spotted.
wants to know why.
Huh?
She wants to know why.
Okay, as I was telling your mom, because your mom spotted this too, she said, yeah, it's great that we wear the same shirt. Oh, wait a minute. Yours has got a heart on it. Mine's got a YouTube logo. And I said, yeah, I changed the logo because... Sorry?
Yeah, you buffered on this week. You froze.
All right. Am I back now?
Yep. You're
Yeah.
back.
Okay. So your mom said that, you know, I don't know where you heard me, so I'll start again. Your mom said, hey, that's great. We both got the same T-shirt on. And they said, well, wait a minute. No, yours has got a heart on it, and mine's got the play button on it. And I'm like, yes, I changed it because I applied to YouTube to ask them for permission to use the logo because I didn't want YouTube coming to me later on and saying, oh, you sold all these shirts and now we want a piece of it. Which, you know, YouTube has a great platform, but they have a habit of doing some despicable things to people, which I don't.
It would be like me making a shirt with a Nike symbol and trying to sell it. So it was probably smart.
Yeah. So we put a heart on it because, as well, if you're part of the, you know, hashtag IAmACreator community, you know, part of that is being loving, right? So it's, you know, it's a good way to move. And until YouTube gets back to me, because I've been and filled the form out to use the play button. Those shirts that I made, they're the only ones in existence. So if another hashtag IAmACreator shirt never gets made with the play button on it, you are one of just a few, Miss Kathy. That's
There's the only one.
I get noticed when I wear this too. I think I wore this to our last volleyball practice and all year.
Yeah, Addie was like, I am a creator.
Yeah, but she knew it was YouTube, right? Because she knows that symbol. Oh. Yep.
So does it
read
give
it more clear, but okay.
Is it like a conversational piece then when you wear the T-shirt? Do people ask you what it's about?
Yeah, definitely.
Look at this little sewing kit. So tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently there's questions in the chat that we're missing. So Wonder Moose says, question for Jessie. What is your favorite book?
My favorite book right now is Frazzled, and it's by, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Bookie Vivet. It's by Bookie Vivet. I think. Here, let me look it up on my mom's phone.
Frazzled?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read a lot?
I don't read a lot.
You don't? What's
She
the
only
book?
reads what she has to read.
Oh, what's the book about?
It's about this girl, and she's in middle school, and it's like a cartoon, but she has bad luck, like really bad luck, and she never has a locker. So then when they finally got lockers, she found out that she had a locker thief because there was a bunch of stuff in her locker. And then they found out that they had to share a locker, and then she had to become partners with a class project with the locker thief. And she finds out that she really likes the locker thief, and then they become friends. And she really, like, cats and her are not friends, like, because her sister gets a cat, and the cat really hates her, and the cat, like, destroys her homework.
Oh dear. Sounds like an interesting story, though.
Yeah.
Her grade level has a AR, Accelerated Reader Program. They have to read so many books and take so many tests for their reading grade. So
Right.
She has to read at her level and then take the test on the books for her comprehension. So
My level is the 6th grade, 3rd month.
what are we reading together right now?
The Unfortunate Events.
Yep, series of the unfortunate events.
And it's by B-O-O-K-I,
Bookie?
last name, V-I-V-A-T. So, Bookie Vivett.
It is a different name, isn't it?
Are there any questions?
Any other questions?
For Jessie, can you put at James Cox? Can you type? Are you able to type in the chat, Miss Kathy, so people can at you? So they've got your. Are you able to just say hi in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any
questions? When we first started, but I'll do it again.
Yeah. Are there any questions? Can you put at James Cox and the question so it highlights orange? There you go. Miss Kathy just typed in the chat. She said hello. So if there are any questions for Jessie or Miss Kathy, please put, you know, at Miss Kathy or at James Cox, and then your question, and then, you know, we can mention your name and what the question is for Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy and Jessie, are you going to read?
Visible. We were through Google Hangouts.
Okay.
What's it saying? You have some.
Are we gonna read that cat book in the background?
Is that somebody asked? No.
Yeah. Ginger Kitty ASMR said, Miss Kathy and Jessie, are you going to read that cat book in the background? All right, so that's the one that Jessie.
This is how big the cat book is.
Wow.
We're
somebody wants to know, what is your favorite food, Jessie and Miss Kathy?
I would say candy, but candy's not a food, so I'm not going to say that.
My favorite is probably Mexican food.
Okay.
Mine is steak.
Steak. Wow.
And macaroni. I like macaroni too.
Family Show 4 says, Jessie, what's your favorite color?
It's either aqua blue or teal. Or mint green. Actually, no. We'll erase the aqua blue. Mint and teal.
Mint or teal. Okay. And I have a question for you. What's your favorite number? Do you have a favorite number?
13.
13. Some people think that that's unlucky. But I guess you're not superstitious, right?
No.
Yeah, that's her. That's her number for her sport uniform. She always picks 13.
Wow. Patsy Houlihan, do you have any? Patsy's in the chat. Do you have any questions for Miss Kathy or Jessie? Do you have any questions? Anybody in the chat put at James Cox or at Miss Kathy? And Giggles says that her favorite number is 13 too.
I saw that.
Yeah, we just switched to look at the chat. We were looking at you through Google Hangouts, so we couldn't see the chat before.
Okay.
But Jessie's reading the chat now.
Okay.
Is this keeping your interest better now that you can see what's going on YouTube?
Yeah.
I forgot. That's probably why she was getting distracted, because she was only looking at you, James.
Okay, no problem.
Now she can.
She's my biggest fan, I hear. I'm just kidding. That's not job.
You did enjoy. When you weren't here, we were talking about how fun you had with Pictionary, with playing Pictionary, and you were more interested in what the YouTube and chat was going on. Yeah. And James was teasing and saying, "Give her the laptop, give her the laptop," and I was like, "No." Do you remember those nights?
What's your favorite songs? Somebody's asking. Travis Cox.
I like this song called Young Blood by
Sing it. What is it?
I'm gonna search it. Who's by it? Young Blood is by.
Do you know what song that is, James?
Is by 5 Second Summer.
I'm a little bit like stuck in the past when it comes to music. I don't drive with the radio on. I haven't really done that for some time.
Another of my favorite songs is called Treetops.
We have that in common. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Janine says, What is Jessie's favorite thing about making videos?
Good question.
Entertaining people.
In what way? What way do you like to entertain them? What's your favorite thing to video? What do you like to do?
My favorite thing when I video is
I can't have her this close and not be kissing all over her. Sorry, it was getting too. I don't get to hold Jessie on my lap very much.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Well, I like doing videos with my friends a lot.
What kind of videos? They want to know. What kind of videos do you like to film and make?
Challenge videos.
Yeah,
like
she likes
that
to do
baby
the
food
challenges.
challenge and the egg roulette challenge.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing those this summer. We just got busy with life.
Yeah. Vlogu TV says, if you travel around the world, what is your first country that you'll visit? Where would you like to go?
She wants to know if New York is a country.
No, wait, it's not. It's not.
Okay, so if you get to go around the world, yeah, Paris.
Paris.
Let's go to Paris.
Awesome. I have been to many places around the world, and one of my favorite places is Egypt, the pyramids.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Yep. And it's very, and then there's some places in England like Stonehenge. I just get goosebumps. Like, you know, when you experience something where the hair on the back of your neck stands up, there's this like mystical, magical feeling that comes over me. I don't know if everybody else who's ever been there, you know, that happens to them.
Can I show you my photography?
Where do you think James is from?
I don't know.
Where does he sound like he's from?
Australia?
She thinks you're from Australia, James.
Canada?
No. No.
Canada?
No, not Canada, not Australia.
America.
No. I'm living in America right now. I'm down in North Carolina.
Do you know what happened in North Carolina earlier this month? Have you been learning about that? Mm-hmm.
The hurricane, yeah.
Ask him if he was affected by that.
Were you affected by the hurricane?
No, not. There are some pockets of low. I live up in some hills. I live next to a lake, but it's down. I'm on like the side of a hill where I live. And we have not had any flooding here, but there are pockets of areas around here where I guess, you know, they're in low-lying flooding areas that did get flooded. And Wilmington has been affected and all that side of the East Coast.
Right. My brother lives in Daniel Island, so they had to evacuate.
Yeah.
Can I show some calligraphy?
Sure. There's some more questions for you, though. Do you want to answer these questions first, or do you want to do your calligraphy?
I'll answer the questions first.
Okay. So the Family Show of 4 says, Jessie and Kathy, what's your hobby?
What's your hobby?
Volleyball.
Yeah. That's more of a sport, though.
School.
Your hobby is school?
No.
Well, what are you doing right now that this would be a hobby?
Calligraphy.
Drawing. She likes to doodle and do artwork. We both like that. Mine is read. I wish Jessie liked to read as much as I do, but she doesn't.
Right. Are there any questions in the chat that I missed? Because, you know, I had to pause it. I wanted to make sure that I got Family Show 4, Heather's question. And when I scrolled down, the chat just flew by. So if you have any questions, can you please at James Cox, whatever your questions are for Kathy and Miss Kathy and Jessie, please. Jessie and Miss Kathy.
James, I'm gonna write your name in calligraphy.
Okay, awesome. It's very interesting that you're into calligraphy because that's like letters, right? Different types of letters. You know, do you know who is or was, still is actually, he's no longer in this world, but do you know who was into calligraphy fonts in a big way that was very famous. He's not long since left us.
I need a table.
I do not. Do you know? Do you know who?
No.
She doesn't know.
Steve Jobs, the guy behind Apple computers.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he actually he went to college and he kind of dropped out of his classes, and he was still going. He had a lot of friends.
I started writing my
Don't
name.
interrupt.
You know, he still had an interest in, because the people that he was there in college with, he had an interest in them. And he went and sat down by this tree where somebody was writing and drawing stuff in a book, writing letters, and he found it very, very interesting. And apparently they were in a, I think it was a calligraphy class.
Huh.
And although he was no longer enrolled in college type of thing, the professor allowed him to come and sit in that class where he learned about fonts and, you know, the different styles of fonts and things like that.
Jessie's very much into art. She likes to draw a lot and doodle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's had an art, we have a whole art crafty studio here down here in our basement where she does tons of crafts. So the Creative Girls Club, I signed her up for, and that's one of these things where they send you a kit every month. Yes, COX. She's working on your name.
Okay, awesome.
So they want to sponsor Jessie. They've seen a video, and so now we're working on a sponsorship through Creative Girls Club. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera because I'm on your YouTube page now.
Yeah. I can. Yeah. Hold on. Keep it held up a minute. Let me put you on. Hold it up so people can get a good. Put it up. Hold it up a little bit higher. Okay. Wow. So they're going to sponsor her.
So yeah, so they want to sponsor her. So she started doing unboxings for them because and then she makes the crafts. We were both trying to learn how to really make videos like that because as a YouTuber, I'm not used to doing those types of videos and I'm not used to editing and things. So we went on a few channel reviews to get some input from other people who do that type of thing, and they gave us some tips. And that's where we kind of fell short of doing our videos because I was becoming more perfectionist about it. Angles of the camera. Jessie got tired. She just wanted to make the crafts, you know, she didn't want to. That's why I'm wondering how this tie-dye video is going to go.
Oh, I'm waiting to see it. And if there's a bloopers video that comes after it, so we see what's going on or what went on behind the scenes type of thing.
Yeah, and I definitely need to start learning that because, you know, that's been a trial for us. I definitely don't know if I'm going to be that kind of a YouTuber. Yeah. But I want to learn if Jessie wants to do those kinds of videos because that's where we've been struggling in what this channel is about. It kind of took a turn when I switched over and gave it to Jessie.
Right.
Okay. Can I show you the calligraphy now?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not very good at it.
Let me switch over so you can see the camera and see. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not very good at it, but here it is.
Oh, that's very good. I like that. Did you use like a chisel like type of pen when you wrote that? Does it have like a chisel tip on it, or is it a round?
She doesn't have a calligraphy pen yet, but she would like to.
Oh, it's round. Wow, you must have angled that to get that. When you did it, you must have had it like on the broad side of the thing to get the because it's like fat, and then it goes round and it goes thin. So it's kind of like you can get certain pens that have certain nibs on them.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You want, don't you?
Yeah.
That's great. Are there any questions in the chat for Jessie and Miss Kathy? Any chat? Any questions in the chat? Put at James Cox. Put at James Cox or at Miss Kathy. Any questions? Any more questions? But that's great. So calligraphy then sounds like that could be a possible hobby for you, right?
Yeah, it's just something we really need to work through. We need to figure out if we do really want to be full-time YouTubers or not.
Right.
It's
Oh.
it's
No, I
been
was talking about her
a
with
question that we continue to raise.
calligraphy. She said she likes to draw and
She's
write.
just learned about that writing style. She's
Okay.
just learning, they don't really teach cursive in school anymore. She's had a few teachers in 3rd and 4th grade that taught her cursive handwriting. So it's just something that she's learning about, striking an interest in her.
And I'll show you something that I drew in 3rd grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Travis Cox says that Miss Kathy, what are your favorite movies?
I like all kinds of movies. I usually watch Christian films. I like history about the Bible. When I just want to, I like Disney films too. I like children's films. I like romantic comedies.
So
She likes action films. She likes like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and stuff like that.
So these are stuff that I drew in 3rd grade. They're like little Shopkins.
That's amazing. Wow.
The taco.
Oh yeah, taco with a face on it.
Yeah, they all have faces.
Wow, I like that. Is that a carrot down there at the bottom?
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. That's great. I was actually looking in Walmart too, and they have these pens. They have these pens that you can draw on T-shirts with now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get these pens, and inks and like all kinds of stuff, so you can draw on T-shirts and
fabric pens.
And I was thinking about doing that, putting some of my own artwork on a T-shirt and selling them or giving them away and stuff like that.
You do artwork too?
I'm not much of an artist, but like, what's considered art these days,
Sure.
I mean,
True.
somebody going with a spray can and
Right.
spraying on a wall, like what's his name, Banksy. Some people, if they can, they've taken the whole wall down in the middle of the night and gone and reassembled it somewhere in a frame and then sold it for thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
artwork that Jessie's won in contest framed in our home too.
So this is something that my friend did.
That's beautiful. I like the colors in that. Did it take you long to draw that? Did it take you long to draw that?
Her friend did that one.
Okay. Faith in the Fallen says that Miss Kathy, does Jessie sing too? You're a great singer, Miss Kathy.
Well, thank you. Do you sing? What do you think? I think she has a beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah?
Do you enjoy singing?
Yeah.
What type of songs do you like to sing?
Hip hop songs.
Hip hop.
She just she dabbles and plays around with that Musical.ly app. We have a few videos on our channel where she does the Musical.lys. She likes to dance too.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there's any more questions. If there's any more questions in the chat, put at James Cox or at Miss Kathy so that we can ask people and we can ask our guests those questions. Somebody asked about the T-shirts. If you live in the continental of the United States, this particular T-shirt is $20, and basically you just PayPal me the $20 and you put in the message on PayPal, your name, your address, your email address, and your telephone number, and of course the size of shirt that you want.
Jessie just said she wishes she could get a shirt like this.
Okay, I have some small ones that I could send her. I don't know if it would fit her. I mean, I could go and get one out of the box and hold it up, and I'll send it to her.
We talked about that because you didn't have the child size yet, right?
Yeah. In order to get a good price on these, you've got to order like 30 at a time. So in order to get like a good price on child shirts, I'd have to order like, let's say, you know, some small, medium, and large, and I'd have to probably order like 10 of each. And so,
yeah, that's what I explained that to her.
Yeah.
I told her when she had the money, she could buy one.
Yeah, if I got that shirt, then it'd probably just be like baggy like this one.
Right. But
This one is a size. Where do I see it?
Here's what I'm gonna do, Jessie. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because you're making a tie-dye t-shirt, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay it forward to you. I'm gonna actually buy you.
Buffering.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay it forward to you. I'm gonna buy you a t-shirt, but your mom needs to tell me what size you are. And I'm going to buy you a t-shirt and I'm going to send it to you, okay? I am a creator t-shirt in your size, so it fits.
Thank you.
How's that?
Thank you.
So, Miss Kathy, if you could, once this is over, private message me, Jessie's size, and I will get her a kids I Am a Creator t-shirt. And also, because it's going to be... you know, a one-off made, whatever color that she wants, she can have it in whatever color. Because it's just a one-off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the t-shirt we should tie-dye in our video.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said maybe it should be white and then she can tie-dye it in her video.
Can do that.
And then that's when I could shout you out.
You can do whatever you know. It can be whatever color you want, and
but we can talk about it with James afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll come up with an idea.
Yeah. But that's my gift to you for being here today, and you know, talking to all these people on here, and saying that you're going to make a.
Can you tell? Do you know how to figure any of that out?
There's 39 people watching.
All right. And how many likes does he have?
He's 57. And you liked it too.
I did. I tweeted it too. Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You put it on your Twitter.
Very good. She does know more than I think she knows.
Yeah, kids these days seem to be with social media. They seem to be switched on more than, and I don't know where they learn it from. You know, they just, it's like,
well, they all have cell phones and iPads and stuff. I guess. You want to tell a story about
No.
You don't want to tell them? Can I tell them?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Here, give it here, and boom, it's done, and it's done so quickly. I'm like, how did you know about that? You know, it's just amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, Jesse's iPad recently, I won't tell him the story, but recently I had to put more restrictions on Jesse's iPad because she's discovering things that she shouldn't. So now she can't download apps anymore because she found some things that
Yeah, I can. I can whenever you tell me to.
Right. You have to. Yeah. I have to have the permission to let her have the app.
If I never got any apps again, then I'd be stuck with the same old apps. And then whenever I delete them, then I can't get them again if I feel like wanting them again.
Yeah.
I want to mention something here. It's brought up by Wounded Moose. All Miss Kathy's links are down below, including a PayPal link for Jessie's college fund. So in the about section of this video, all Miss Kathy's links to her YouTube channel, her Twitter, you know, all her links that she forwarded to me. And that's what's going to be happening with all these interviews. All whoever's on the live stream in an interview, the links, the social media links, along with any other link, if you've got a website, something for a PayPal donation, they're down below. So Jessie's college fund link is down below in the about section.
Yeah, we just recently decided to do that through learning all this networking these past few months. Jessie decided that she wanted to be a part of YouTube. She wanted to start her own YouTube channel, and why start when you already got one, right? So I gifted her my channel, and we told her that anything that she did and worked towards it would go into college.
You paid it forward to her?
I did, yeah.
Awesome. As you say, awesome sauce. That video, that still cracks me up. Awesome sauce.
Yeah, it's we're wavering back and forth. I've even asked her over the past month, do you still want to keep doing YouTube? And she does. She just doesn't want to do it full time. And that's okay. She's 10. So I try to monitor it for her, and I keep doing what I love to do, which is reading to children. And when we come up with videos, ideas like this tie-dye thing, I think she'll have fun with that. And any money that we make on this video on this channel goes to her college savings account.
That's great. That is really awesome. That is really awesome.
Oh.
That's awesome. That is awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
No, you gotta do it right, Miss Kathy. Come on. When you got your t-shirt.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. When I saw that video on Twitter, I could not stop laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. And I think I messaged you. I said, why don't you make that into a video where it loops for like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 seconds, because it was funny. I watched that. I tell you, you don't know how many times I watched that, because I'm like, that is great. That's so funny that you're doing this. You're pointing to the I Am a Creator t-shirt, and you're saying the awesome sauce.
Hey,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you want to see this pencil color change?
Go ahead. Magic trick. Jessie's magic tricks.
Did it change?
I gotta keep holding it. The purple one. Here, let me get the purple one.
See, this is the beauty of doing live. You get to.
Okay. So it's purple, and it'll be pink.
Your mom was almost missing an eye.
Did you see the purple one?
Yeah, I saw the purple one.
So then I just gotta get it warm.
So what color do we think it's going to change to? Hold on. Let me say yellow. I think it's going to change from purple to yellow.
Anyone else want to comment before I show you guys?
Yeah, anybody in the chat, tell us. But at James Cox, and the color you think this purple pencil is going to change to. What color do you think the purple pencil is going to change to?
What did they say?
Someone said blue.
Okay, go ahead and show them.
Okay. Well, if no one's going to get to guess anymore.
Blue, green, pink. Oh, they're all coming in.
Okay.
Blue, green, pink.
Travis got it right.
Hey, Travis, congratulations. I think it did I freeze again, or did somebody freeze?
Good job, Travis. You were the first one to say pink.
Awesome sauce.
You want to say your goodbyes and go Trooper's barking about?
Yeah. So I have to go see what Trooper is barking about. So yeah, bye guys.
Bye, Jessie. We'll see you again soon. I'm looking forward to that tie-dye video.
Okay.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce.
Oh, I don't think I can feel my legs.
Yeah. Yeah, when they get bigger and they get heavier, it's like, okay.
Been on my thighs this whole time.
You need like a stool with an extra seat,
Yeah, I had a piano bench down here that we have a green screen too over here. I don't know if I turn my laptop, if you can see what what I have going on.
Oh, great.
But my second boy just got married, and he took his piano with him, so I had to give up my little bench that I was using.
I'm sure you'll find something that will accommodate you in that way.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I just set this up. I did a little interview on another channel last week, and now I'm all off centered, aren't I? I put it back where it needed to be.
Yeah.
But you know, you've seen me before. I'm usually in my kitchen. That's where my laptop's always in the kitchen where I need it to be, and I use my iPhone for all of my recordings. I use the green screen app with my iPhone when I do the recordings for Jessie.
That's what I wanted to get into asking you before we get off here. So my question to you is, do you use any cameras? What do you film with? What do you edit with? What type of laptop, computer, or, you know, or MacBook, whatever, do you edit with? What type of editing software do you use?
Yeah, not a lot. I use my iPhone. I have an iPhone 7. I use it for everything. I don't have a tripod anymore. I used to. Jessie and her girlfriend broke it, split it in half, landed on it, and cracked it in half.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to get myself another tripod, but that's it. I use iMovie, and when I do my book recordings, I take all of the images with my phone, I throw them into iMovie, and I just sit here and record my voice into the phone.
So you use your iPhone to record and edit on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't do any recording on your laptop at all? I mean, any editing on your laptop at all?
No, the only thing I use my laptop for is after the video is uploaded, I go into the Creator Studio and do all the typing and add any links that I need to add. I recently now have an Amazon affiliate link, so now any books that I record, I recommend them to be purchased at my affiliate account. So I'll go in and add links like that. Jessie's PayPal link. If she does the voiceover, I don't put her link on every video except hers. And then if she does the voiceover with me, I usually add it. But that's, I just do that with my keyboard, so I don't have to type on my phone. Right. A lot of times I'll use the Safari. If I don't have access to my laptop, which I don't all the time, I'll use the Safari app and go into the actual Creator Studio and type it all in with my phone.
Wow.
That's a pain. I haven't invested and spent a lot of money this year. Like I had mentioned earlier, this is the last 7 months is the most I've ever spent on YouTube.
And you don't have to. This is the thing that people say, oh, what camera should I buy? What, you know, and you know, you can create great videos.
Well, I mean, honestly, if I were to take this much more seriously, I would invest in some equipment. Mm-hmm. I'm not ready to take it that seriously. My book narration just opened up a new opportunity for me to audition for audio companies. So now I am looking to purchase equipment to do that right. Using Audacity.
Yeah.
That's the software. So if I were to do a true narration for someone and promote it and do it professionally, then I would use the Audacity software to remove lip clicks and background noise and such. But I don't even use headphones when I do my stories on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. And you'd be great at doing that, you know, being an avid reader, reading books and doing it. I think that you'd be good for being like a voice actor.
Yeah, I really want to invest my time in doing that more. It's been something I've always wanted to do. So
yeah, I remember growing up there was a time in my life that I used to tune in to one of the BBC radio stations in England. I think it was Radio 3 or something like that. I can't remember which one it was. And they used to have these plays. And I used to sit there and I used to listen to these 30-minute. It was like a play. Sometimes it would be a series over like 4 days. And I used to sit on my days out of school, you know, during the summer. And I would sit and listen to this. And there'd be like 4 or 5 people. And they'd be, you know, talking, and the effects were in there. Like, you know, you'd hear a door open and
very cool.
you know, hey, honey, I'm home. And then your woman's voice would say, hi, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just finishing up in the kitchen, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like in Annie when she went into the recording studio and the guy was doing the footsteps and the clicking and the
and you'd hear all this, and you know, basically it was just voice. It was over the radio, but your imagination would you know, would run wild, because the way that they were talking, you know, and saying things and pointing out, like who keeps moving this photograph? I have to keep straightening this up. Oh, that's Peter, our son. He keeps picking it up. He's enthralled with, you know, all the relatives that's in it. He's, you know, he can't wait to see George, who's coming to visit next week, you know.
That's crazy that you remember all that.
Yeah, it's
wow.
You know, because, you know, I did have a very,
and you do a lot of film too, that you were doing a lot of that, right, in the beginning of for your YouTube channel before you started this.
Yeah, I was doing I was making videos and all kinds of stuff, and like,
plan on doing that anymore?
I would love to get into film. I'd love to get with some filmmakers and some actors, people that want to act. Who knows? Maybe you'll be an actress in one of you know, a movie, if we can get funding and, you know, people get paid for it.
That would be so cool.
We'll have you play a character, you know.
Yeah. I try to stay in touch with Patsy Houlihan, who's working on her little 2-hour movie, and it's, I mean, that's like attract likes, you know, when you find through all this networking people that you can connect with and network, it's because of you have a common interest in things and creativity. And so that's something that I enjoy Patsy for, because of all her creativity, and I understand and know what's behind going on, all of that. So
there are a lot of people within our community that I've found that have creativity and passion for doing certain things in a certain way. Like, you have a great voice, you know, you can sing. So I think that's, you know, your creativity right there. And you're good at communicating. And there are so many people within this community that if we come together and you know, Scott, I can't say his name. I had him on as a guest, Scott Fitcher or something like that. I can't remember. He was saying,
I met him through you. Well, actually through Angel. He was on a hangout with Angel one night, and then I went back and watched some of the replay of your interview with him.
You know, he keeps bringing up, and you probably heard me and Vern talk about it, and Rick from Corn Life Network. We need to have a conference. We need to have a IAmACreator Con where we can all get together, you know, and get together and, you know, have a big powwow over 3 or 4 days. I think that would be amazing. You know, plan it out ahead so people can, you know, put some money aside and you know, come to it. I think it would be awesome. I really do. I think it'd be great that we could all meet in person. But I do, one of my passions is I made a short movie. It's called Body. I never got to finish it, but I decided to put it up. It's on my channel.
I've seen your little short film. I've watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys had no acting experience, never acted before, and it was shot in 2 days, that whole thing. And yeah.
I love to do that too. I love to make stories. When we get off of here, I'll be editing a story, but I was with my mom and 6 of her sisters. There's 25 women who went to 4 wineries, and we had a blast, and I videoed the whole day, and I'm going to make a whole story out of it. I won't put it on my YouTube publicly, because I'm going to want to, it's just going to be a family slideshow to share with everyone. But I love telling the story throughout the day. And I, you know, got a little beef from some of my family members. They were like, sit down, you know. I'm like, no, I'm having fun. I got to get the right angle. I got to get the right lighting. Only certain people like yourself understand that I see life through a lens, and I love videography. I love to create, and I love to tell stories. So I'm going to have fun the rest of my day on this rainy day and sit and go through tons of footage that I took yesterday, and I can't wait to put it together. And I'm not even doing it for money. I love to do that.
So. Yeah. Yeah, I love it too. And like I say, I would love to get a bunch of us together, you know, write something and, you know, act it out and make it into a movie and, you know, put it up on YouTube.
I would be all up in that.
I know you would. I know you would. I know you would want to be involved.
That would be.
There's a lot of people that would want to be involved. And who knows, there could be, you know, there could be I think there would be actually, there'd have to be a part for Patsy Houlihan.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. There'd have to be, you know, I like stories with twists to them where people are trying to figure out what happens. And I think that was the way the body was going. And it's still right now, where it's left off, it gets people's imagination like, well, what happens?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, because where it ends, you know, it's the guy still sat there by the campfire with the other guy, like watching him.
Yeah.
And we never got to finish it. But I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to reshoot that with new actors. And there's a guy who I'm starting to become very good friends with, Justin Riley and Daddy Save the World, who works on HBO series. And there's another company, Hulu, I think he's working with right now. And he's out of state because he lives near Wilmington and he's got flooded. So he's down in Florida with relatives. But once everything gets settled down, he wants to get with me and, you know, maybe me, him, and Second Down Productions, Paul Foster, who makes movies too. We can all get together and we can come up with something and we can raise the money and we can write something and we can make something.
Really cool. I hope that works out for you. That's really cool.
Yeah. And we'll be reaching out to people, you know, to make videos, you know, saying, here's what we want you to do. Film yourself doing this because we think that you could be an actor and, you know, an actress in our movie, whatever, and put it on private, you know, and shoot us the link. And that's probably how we would choose, you know, the cast.
I do that for Patsy sometimes. She'll say, I need you to do this or video this. I'm like, oh, no, don't get me in that one.
Are there any questions for Miss Kathy before we get off here? Are there any questions? Type at James Cox or at Miss Kathy. I know that Wounded Moose says that one of the links that's in the About section, I've not done it right, so I need to go back and do that once I get this done. But which link is it, Wounded Moose? So I'm not clicking on them all. Can you tell me which link it is in the chat right now, and then I'll fix that.
They're in my About section as well on my channel. Yeah,
they're in her About section anyway, all those that are in here, but I will definitely fix that. One of the links is wrong. So if you tell me what the listing is, whether it's Facebook or whichever one it is, let me know. It's right here. It's the next interview. It's this interview that Miss Kathy's in, or the next interview that I'm doing is the link broken? Is it Miss Kathy's interview About section or somebody else's About section? Let me know. Private message me, Frank. Let me know. Is there anything that you is there anything that you want to add to any of this? Anything that you want to say?
I can't think of anything. Not at the moment.
Yeah. I think we've got an awesome community that everybody's involved in, and I think it's pretty strong. I mean, it's shown today that we had like over 40 people in the chat, and there's some great people amongst us. And
I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I wasn't paying attention to the chat much, so yeah. I mean, I've met a lot of people on here. One thing that I've found through my experience on YouTube this year is I want to get a message that you don't always know what everyone knows. They all seem to assume you know. So I have done this with you, and I've said this to you. You need to go to the source. You can't make assumptions that somebody knows everything going on all the time. Just because we are, you know, on a live stream together, or I see a video from another channel, you know, I don't know everything going on. I don't
Right.
always know who you talk to or who you know, what subject you're talking about, or and I've seen a lot of people get hurt and get stressed when it doesn't need to happen. So, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody, I encourage people to go to the source. You know, when I had questions for you, I went to you. You know?
That's right. You came to me, and you know, and we had a discussion, and everything got worked out, and you fully understood. And
and I
you
think
know,
that's important. I've recently gotten very confused through our community just by listening to things, and then they say, "Well, I can't mention so and so's name, or this is horrible, and this happened," and I'm like watching it, going, oh, "Mention the name! You're killing me." Either mention the subject at all. Don't mention the subject at all if you can't mention the names. You know, just sort it out elsewhere. I don't need to know.
And that's what some people do.
So confusing to me.
That's what some people do because they don't want to get involved in drama, but what they don't realize is they are creating drama.
Yeah.
So don't if you're not gonna bring it out, right? Don't or elude and say it's you know it's, I'm not gonna say that person's name, but this is what they do, so people know, right?
Yeah, don't even tell me what they do. I
don't even mention it. But to sit there while people are typing in your chat, oh yeah, it's James Cox. James Cox is do this, and not turn around and say to these people, no, it's not James Cox. Not, you know, not put these people right.
Yeah,
that to me is being a little bit deceitful. So you know,
I've been very confused lately, and that's the one thing that I try not to have happen while I am on YouTube. And I've had it happen recently, and I've been accused of thinking I knew something or from another channel, and I didn't. And you know, that's why I like to voice talk with people, and I don't want to chat with people or text with people. I need, you know, call me up on the phone or let's Google Hangout and talk, because you're assuming something I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was the thing when me and you were talking via the Facebook, and we kept on going back to the forwards. I'm like, you know, I'm a face-to-face person. I want to, you know, so there's an understanding, and I can say to somebody after I've explained something, do you understand that? And they say, yes, I do now. Because typing words on a screen, there's no emotion in it. There's no, you can't.
Dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's just not, it's just really dangerous. I highly recommend everyone try to say what you need to say to that person on a voice message.
Yeah, you can't read somebody. There's no inflection in the voice. There's none of that. You can't.
And that's why I don't want Jessie involved in comments or chatting, and because I want her to talk. I don't want her to read something and make an assumption. But
it was great what happened. You know, I like to be questioned. People come in here and they say, there was a gentleman, forget what his name is. He's a great vlogger. He's doing well. He vlogs every day. He's getting hundreds of views on his videos. He vlogs every day.
From our community?
Huh?
Someone from our community?
Well, he came in here questioning it. He wanted to know, you know.
I mean, that's awesome if he's getting that many views in our community. I haven't seen someone grow that fast. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Oh, and he wanted to, the questions, he wasn't coming in here being nasty about it, like some people saying, this is never going to work. This is just sub for sub, blah, 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 blah. He wanted to know. He genuinely wanted to know. Oh, yeah. He wanted me to explain, and, you know, it was constructive questions. And, you know, once it was explained to him, and he got it. So he said, so this is basically a marketing and promotion from everybody that's part of the IAmACreator community. And to put the lid on it, yeah, that's what it is. We're all helping each other by paying it forward, by promoting each other's content, by going and watching a video in full, liking it, tweeting it out, adding it to your playlist, hitting that support button, and commenting that you did all that, along with some nice words about what you saw in the video. Now, we all know everybody's content is not everybody's cup of tea, but you never know what's going to come out of that channel. People's content changes. Mine has over the 10 year.
And Family Show 4 is saying, please stay supported. You don't have to keep going and watching somebody's video. However, your eyes may drop on somebody, but if you give somebody a chance, you never know those tweets that you're doing for that people whose eyes they're going to land upon, and they may be a big influencer. So by you tweeting that and them having like thousands or millions of followers and they watch it, it might not be epic to you, but it might be epic to somebody else. And you've paid it forward by tweeting it out, by doing the pay it forward, what hashtag IAmACreator is about, and you're giving them a chance. Nobody else is going to do this for you. So all you do is you just pay it forward and you do not ask for support back.
Yeah.
Do not ask for support back because, one, it's against the terms of service of YouTube, and you could end up losing your, channel for it. So don't do it. Just pay it forward. And if you don't think that you're going to go back and watch any of their videos, then that's fine. But just remain supportive by keeping that red support button and do what, we're saying do the one time. And you never know. You never know. That person that is not really into that type of genre of video, that person may help that genre get a lot of views, a lot of supporters, because you never know where that video is going to end up being by you paying it forward in the philosophy of the hashtag IAmACreator.
Yeah, it's true.
I
mean, like, I don't expect a lot of my views to change because of the content I have and the people I'm associating with. I have to go outside of that in order to get the views.
Right.
I haven't taken the priority to do that yet. So,
yeah. But, if you don't have a Twitter account, I don't think, did you have a Twitter, but you weren't using it?
Right. I didn't. And honestly, it's only been probably the last 2 months. I really now understand Twitter.
Yeah. So, here we have Miss Kathy that learned something from the IAmACreator community because she had a Twitter, but she didn't understand about it. I think you had it all locked down, didn't you? You had it all I told you, I said, am I supposed to share this video you put out when you've got your Twitter all locked up? And you're like, what do you mean I've got it all locked up? I'm like, I can't share your stuff. You need to go into your settings. If you want me to help you retweet some of your stuff so other people get to see it, you need to, and you went and did that. And you said, is that it? Have I done it? And I'm like, yeah. And you went, okay, great. And then, so we're learning, people will learn from this. And if you do see somebody that you can't share their stuff, get in touch with them. They may not know. They may not know that they have a setting on their Twitter account, at them and let them know, because you're doing them a service. You're paying it forward to them by giving them some information. And that's helped me a lot, because you even had brought it up, because Twitter was the only thing I could link my YouTube account to. Right. Google Plus too. I don't know if you have a Google Plus, right? I think it just followed you. I don't look at that much either. I don't know much about that. Right. But when you upload a video, that video will go in your Google Plus account for people to. I don't think mine does. I don't know. Yeah, it does. I think when I looked at it, I saw it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't look at that much. So there's a lot that we can all learn. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm definitely still learning. This is a beautiful community that we've got here. It's an amazing, beautiful, awesome community, the hashtag IAmACreator community that we've got going here. We can learn a lot from each other. Tips, tricks, getting to know somebody better. Like, Miss Kathy's come on here today. She's explained, about her family life and everything. And she brought her daughter on, and it's been amazing. So, all right. Well, I think we've been like an hour and a half of this. I'm going to end this here. I want to thank every single person that came and was. Thank you for having me. Oh, you're welcome at any time. I want to have a panel at some time in the future where we can get, a panel of guests on and fill the whole panel up, so we can have like a, hashtag IAmACreator chatter, natter or whatever, where we can like spend an hour or whatever, talking about various things that we, topics that we want to bring up. That would be awesome too. Yeah.
No, I think it's great what you're doing. I think it's working for you and you're enjoying doing it, and you're helping a lot of people who really want to utilize you as a resource.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
I mean, I utilize you for a resource, so I thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. And that's what I want everybody to grow. And of course, I want to grow too. I want to benefit from this.
Yeah.
And it's always been that. Let me benefit from this so you can benefit from it, so that you can help others benefit from it, so that you can benefit from it, right? That's the whole thing. It's this entwined mishmash of people letting everybody know about what's going on and how it all works. But there has to be an understanding. And when people don't understand,
Yeah,
go to the source, just like Miss Kathy did.
yeah. There's a lot of jealousy that happens too when everybody else is competing for the same business. So
yeah, and we shouldn't be like that. Just pay it forward. Don't look. You've got to get your own house in order first. You've got to think about yourself first, and you've got to do what you need to do. First of all, with your own life, making sure that your bills are paid for. You've got a roof over your head. You've got electricity. You've got internet. You've got food,
and you're speaking for yourself too. So I mean, I think that's why you know that you're not just telling everyone else. You're telling it to yourself as well.
Right. You cannot take care of anybody else. You cannot take care of anybody else unless, first and foremost, you're taking care of yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to make sure, and this goes with everything in life, but when we're talking YouTube, make sure the number one thing, the number one rule that we talk about, make sure you've got engaging content, great engaging content that people are going to want to come back and watch. Yeah. Despite of not getting a notification, that people will actually come to your channel and type in, on YouTube, Miss Kathy Reads, or, Miss Kathy and Jessie, to come and see. I didn't get a notification from her. Let's see what wow, I missed 2 videos. Okay, let me watch these. And let me also tell her, that I didn't get a notification, but here I am. I went to your channel and I looked, and then say something about the video and let them know that you shared it, liked it, you added it to your playlist, yada, 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 right? Pay it forward. That's the whole philosophy of #IAmACreator. It's paying it forward. It's not this. Once you've taken care of yourself and you've got that great engaging content on your channel, right? Pay it forward to other people and don't ask for anything back.
Yeah.
And it will come back.
I have heard you say the same thing since February. So, but what I think people in the chat need to realize that have also heard it, there's new people coming in every day. And it's just like teaching preschool. I have to teach the ABCs over and over and over because there's always somebody new coming in to learn about it.
Right.
So
we're all responsible.
Saying what you are here to say and to do, and the message hasn't changed, and it's consistency. And I commend you for that because you still are going at it.
Thank you. Thank you. And we're all responsible. I was telling somebody on Twitter today that made a Twitter post. I said, look, anybody comes to your video, right? There's no, I got this thing now, like there's no point in complaining about something because, realistically, people aren't really interested in complaints. Nothing's going to get done about it. There's only one person that can do anything, and that's you. You have to be the change that you want to see, right? So if somebody comes to your video on your YouTube channel and they say, great video, I friended you, you friend me, right? Say,
I get that.
Thank you for your comment. Great video. Can you tell me anything in the video that you found great? By the way, I adopt to the philosophy of #PayItForward. And we have a link now on our IAmACreator.com website that explains the philosophy. Anybody can use it. They can put it in there on their own YouTube channel, which basically explains what the philosophy is. So you don't have to start typing all that up. You just have to let that creator know, I don't do sub for sub. It's a sure way to get your, maybe your YouTube channel, disabled. Hold on a second here. Janine just was talking to me about, like, she participates in the chat. She's the one that's put the IAmACreatorCommunity.com website together. And she I spoke to you earlier about it. She does not want to use YouTube for trying to, make something of it, right? She's got some videos of pets on there and various things and stuff like that. But because YouTube changes the game and they can do stuff, and they can take your whole account down without like talking to you first and saying, we can't have this on here, take it off. It's been put on some other higher level private thing, so you can't put it on there, take it off, otherwise it will be removed within 7 days or something like that. There has to be something that's worked out with YouTube. Anyway, what she was saying is that she comes in the chat and she posts links and she leaves information sometimes when I'm struggling. Like I was struggling the other day about talking about vitamin C and L-lysistine, I think it's called, the words, and she explained. And at first, when she was coming in the chat and helping along with it, she didn't want any support. She didn't want any support. She didn't want people going to her.
He was just working for you and helping you.
She was just working in here trying to help me out. And she didn't want, she didn't want to be involved in all this of like, but people were going and they were leaving comments on her videos. They, she could tell that they'd watched them because they were leaving comments about something in the video, right? Mm-hmm. And, she was feeling this inside. So she would go back to the people with genuine comments, and she would go to their channels and look at their stuff, right? So that's the whole thing about this. If people do this right and pay it forward, it will come back to you. And if you see Janine in the chat, she's not here for people to go and support her. She, but if you feel that you want to, then by all means, do it. Yeah. But she's not of the mind that she is going to do this back. She's not here.
Yeah. I have that similar mind frame as Janine is. I don't go in the chat to look for other people. For me, I go in the chat because I want to tease you, or I want to hear see what you're doing today, or see if there are other channels that are on at the same time I am, because I'm having fun interacting. Right. But there are times when I've gone into the chat because I may be looking for a channel that I want to get a collaboration with. So I will, sometimes if I just see the name of the channel, I need to use that 3 dots and I'll go over just to see what their channel's about. But I usually try to connect with them outside of the live stream. I don't do it in the chat.
Yeah, she's just typed in the chat. She says, James Cox, my point was it was hard to ignore people who just said things like, I support you now, I sub to you now, etc. It felt rude to ignore them, but I would genuine comments, I'd reply.
Yeah, and same way. I probably get 6 people that say I support you every time I come on your live streams. I just ignore them.
Yeah.
I just ignore them. If someone tags me and says, hi, Kathy, I'll say, hey, hi, how are you today? But usually that happens to me almost every single time I get on your live stream. But that's not why I came on your live stream. I didn't come on there for somebody to just go and hit my button.
Right.
Yeah. I just ignore it.
Yeah. But people that genuinely follow this philosophy, that go and they support others and they give them a watch, at least one watch, and they give them a like, at least one like, and you've got your Twitter coupled in, so it's putting it on your Twitter for your followers to see, and you're adding it to your playlist, and that's putting on Twitter for followers to see, and then you give it a tweet out, and you may not go back and watch that content because it might not be your cup of tea, and you might actually leave that in your comment, saying,
I have,
you might actually say, sew in sequins onto, a shirt, and you know, this content's not really my cup of tea, but I did give you a full watch. I'm being kind. I gave you a full watch. I liked your video. I tweeted it out. I added it to my playlist. I hit your red support button, and here's my comment. And good luck to you.
Towards that though are mixed, because then Patsy and I talk about this often, because I was already over my monetization and Patsy was still working towards that. So I had mixed feelings about that, because I didn't want subscribers because I didn't need them for my monetization. So for me, it felt empty because they weren't viewing my channel. So it was a mixed feeling for me. I was like, Patsy, get in there and let them hit it. Let them hit it. You need the 1,000. I don't, you know, I want the views.
The thing about it is, you never know. You never know what content is going to come out of a channel, right? It might be somebody just sewing sequins onto shirts and, you know, putting designs on it. And then they might say, wow, this is interesting. Let me film this. And they film something and decide to put it on the YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden their channel just erupts because it's just something completely different to what they've done. And they may find their, you know, genre, you know, their niche in that, right? So you never know. I mean, my channel has changed so many times over the years. You know, I've gone from being an activist to making stupid videos, to making films, to singing, to cooking food, trying to find out what it is that people want to come and watch on my channel, because we've all got a different talent, right?
Yeah, I went through that struggle with Jessie, because see, a lot of people, when you look at it in a childlike mind or an immature mindset, I did get frustrated when I saw the views, because Jessie and I were spending a lot of time making these videos. You know, it takes me 5 minutes to read a book and do the voiceover and upload it. Boom, I'm done. But it takes, like this tie-dye video, this is gonna be a headache for me, because this is not my cup of tea. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. Right. When we were doing that all summer and only getting 30 views, you know, that was tough.
And that's what Brad BTD's whole rant, which has profound.
And I feel for him, because I had that.
And as you know, the whole reason why I got involved with this was because of it wasn't because of monetization. At that time, I've been demonetized since, but at the time I was monetized. I had 3,600 subscribers. Yeah. I had over 4,000 watch hours. I was getting, you know, that, but like every time, but it was from videos that were controversial about, you know, my activism days and my videos of urban exploration and things like that. That's where I was getting my view time from. That's where that was. I was already monetized. My frustration was the fact that I'd been on YouTube for 10 years and I was only sitting at 3,600 subscribers, and that YouTube doesn't help in any shape or form. And I understand why, because people that are being watched all the time, as soon as they, you know, send a video out, that's where the money is for YouTube. They're not going to help anybody where there's no money. And that's where this community comes together and helps people, you know, grow and possibly get to that point. But we have all got to stick together if we want that, by paying it forward to others, because it's a whole big snowball that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more people that come into this community, the more people that fully understand what this is and how it can possibly work. Yeah. Then somebody could come out of this, or a few people could come out of this that's big, and then start paying it forward back to the people that lifted them up. And that's what I want to see. I want to see, as soon as possible, 6 to 10 people that can get like 100,000 subscribers, and every time they fire up a live stream, there's 1,000 people in the live stream, so that they can start doing stuff like you and I right now. I bring you on and say, okay, my guest today is Miss Kathy. You know, Go and check out her content. She does great content. And then boom, you get lifted. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
It is a hashtag I'm a creator.
That's why I think it's really important for those of us who are in the community. Don't stop being in the community after 1,000.
Right.
Because we need to keep growing together.
Grow it together, because we can be more than 1,000. We can be more than 100,000. We can be more than 1,000,000 if we really, really, really put our minds to it, and we bring more people, and we all talk in, and we're all on the same message of this, right? And we're all on the same message. I want everybody in this chat to be more successful than what they are, because they are successful. They've taken the initiative to be successful. The very fact that you can pick up a phone,
what you base your success on.
well, the very fact that you picked up a camera, right, and filmed something and edited it and put it up on YouTube, you had success in doing that. That's a success, because some people,
depends on how you measure your success, though.
right? But they wouldn't want to do it. They like the idea, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an achievement to take a camera, video something, edit it, put it up on YouTube, and for the world to see. To me, it's you've achieved something.
Yeah, that's a better word.
And you know, you had success in doing so.
Yeah,
that's what I'm alluding to.
Yeah.
But I have another interview at 3 p.m. So we have to
get going too. I gotta figure out what I'm doing today.
Hold on
I got editing to do. Yeah, I got my movie to make.
All right, so we're gonna get off here. All Miss Kathy's links are in the About section. Wounded Moose has been putting her links in the chat. Go and show Miss Kathy some love, guys. Thank you so much to all the moderators that they work hard for you guys. So please go and support our moderators. Make sure you're following them on YouTube, Twitter, any of the links that are on their YouTube channel. Go and watch some of their videos, tweet them out. They do work hard for you. Benefield Bunch, I need to connect with you, my friend. I know you're going, but I need to have a chat with you if possible, please. Nothing bad. Good stuff. So I want to thank everybody. Miss Kathy, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for getting Jessie to come on and talk. I hope I've not caused you too much work about the tie-dye shirt. I just thought it might be, be.
If you opened up a world for her to create again, so I support that.
Okay, so. That's great. That's great. But stay with me when we get off here. We'll have a little chit chat for a couple of minutes.
Okay. I just want to tell everyone in the chat, I haven't been reading it. I'm sorry. I will go back and rewatch this later today. I'll read through, and if there's something that somewhat was missed or said, I will definitely connect with you.
Great. Is there anything else that you want to say before we get off here, Miss Kathy?
No, I just wanted to make sure everyone in the chat knew that I will go back and read and connect with anyone who needed to connect with me.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate every single one of you that participate in these live streams. We are doing the interviews a little bit different way. They're in the IAmACreatorCommunity.com website. There's a forum in there that I posted in. I think it's in the collaboration group. Go there if you want to be a guest on my live stream, if you want to be interviewed like Miss Kathy and the previous interviews. That's how we're doing it. It is like a kind of a one-on-one type of thing so that we can get to find out about creators. I know there were people in the chat saying, send me the link, I'll come on. But, you know, this is more a spotlight on creators. That's what I'm doing this way. We are hopefully, not this Saturday, not this Saturday. But next Saturday, we're hoping to bring back, it's not going to be hashtag 5 minutes of fame. It's going to be hashtag 15 minutes of fame, where basically it would be a short interview where we bring you on, we discuss your YouTube channel, and that's what I'm working on right now. There's some things that we have to do technically in order to make that work, because I don't want people lining up and saying, I can't get on, I'm on a cell phone. So we're having somebody make a video right now that's going to give instructions that will be posted on that, because I know there's a lot of you guys that come on using phones. Janine says that Miss Kathy and Jessie. Jessie is adorable. You're doing a great job with her.
Thank you, Janine.
So that's what we're going to do. We're waiting for that video to be produced and instructions, so that people can't say, I tried to get on, I couldn't get on, I don't know how this works. So that will be given to you if you are signing up for the hashtag 15 minutes of fame. And that's based on, obviously, Andy Warhol, because he said that everybody throughout their life gets at least 15 minutes of fame. So it's a great way to, in 15 minutes, you tell your story, get on, get off. And that's going to be probably taking place of the hashtag IAmACreatorthon. I think that's a better way to do things, where we can be on here for 4 hours, maybe do 4 hours, take a break for a little bit, and then come back for another 4 hours, rather than doing a straight 8-hour, thing. And then that way, if you go into the collaboration group, you'll see who's in line. You'll see who's ahead of you. So we can do it properly. And then that way people don't, say, well, you're picking and choosing. There's none of that confusion. Anyway, that's that. Thank you so much, guys. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I'm truly grateful for all of you. Again, I am still trying to do this full time. So anything that you can give via the PayPal, my PayPal links are down below. They're on my YouTube channel. If you can buy me a cup of coffee, that's great. I'm trying to do this full time. We've got a website that we're running and lots of stuff. Or purchase a t-shirt. You can do that via the PayPal. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Mwah, I love you all. You guys are amazing. Hashtag always be amazing. Hashtag always be awesome. And always be
Awesome sauce!
Awesome sauce! Say goodbye, Miss Kathy.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care. I love you all. Bye.